months around here, cold weather, and that's what's settling in. Now, you know, we define a white Christmas by being at least 1 inch of snow or more on the ground. So some of us have a white Christmas, some of us don't. Basically, if you're Boston South, you really don't. But if you're along the Mass Pike, you got a little bit, and then as you go north, you build it up. Actually, Pepperell has 6 inches of snow on the ground, and from there northward, it is quite a white Christmas. Problem is, up around Maine, it's not just a white Christmas, it's a terribly icy one, and a lot of folks are still without power as bitter cold air settles in. So it's a really rugged situation at Christmas time for them. This is the overall snow cover across the entire country. Basically, if you're north and west of St. Louis, roughly, you do have snow on the ground. Good deal of snow on the ground around the Colorado Rockies, on up to parts of Montana. Also, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, and of course, northern New York and northern New England has a lot of snow and also that ice on the ground. Here's a look at radar, actually showing some snow showers trying to approach from the west. But the air is very, very dry at the lowest levels of the atmosphere, so this is having a hard time reaching the ground. Trying a little bit harder in Connecticut, where the echoes or the actual snow that the radar is seeing indicates a little more punch to it. But still, there's only a chance of a scattered flurry this evening, mainly to the south and west. We do have a few snow showers around Chatham, and that could continue off and on tonight as that north to northwest wind gets colder and colder and flows over the slightly warmer waters, picks up a little moisture, and can give a local effect of some snow showers and keeping some of the clouds in around the Cape while the rest of us will become clear. But in terms of temperatures, by the time we get to midnight, the average temperature around our region is going to be about 20 degrees, and there will be a brisk enough wind in many places to create a wind chill of about 5. So keep that in mind if you're going to be out later on tonight. Now, Christmas Day itself is going to start out in the teens in most places, although there could be a few spots that are in the upper single digits. And the first half of the day could still have an active wind. So that's a real harsh start in terms of temperature. The afternoon will be around 25, but there'll be very little wind at that time, so it'll be very tranquil at that time as well. 33 is the current temperature in Boston. Wind is out of the northwest, but we have reinforcing cold air that will be coming in. Now, the temperature is in the upper 20s to the north. It's not that terribly cold yet, but the night is young. And you can see it's already in the 30s down on the Cape, but it's really what's coming down out of northern New England and eastern Canada that settles southward tonight. That's why we'll have the push of colder air in here later on tonight and tomorrow. So, projected low temperatures, or around sunrise tomorrow, about 16 in Boston, 11 in Worcester, 9 in Orange, 20 in Hyannis, about 23 on Nantucket. That was a 3 up in Concord, New Hampshire. Now, it's going to be cold tomorrow. High temperature might struggle to get to 25 in Boston, although, as I mentioned, there will be a lot less wind in the afternoon. It'll be a little easier to take. All right, let's give you a look at the cloud patterns now as we go to Thursday. There is going to be a little bit of a disturbance coming through here Thursday, midday, or afternoon, and it could produce some rain showers along the south coast, maybe a band of snow off to the northwest, and a little bit of a mix in Boston. Now, I'd say if you're north and west of Boston, especially with elevation, you might get a coating to an inch or two of snow during the day Thursday, but it quickly exits Thursday evening, and only moderately cold air is going to follow for Friday, and then it looks like there's going to be a temperature moderation over the weekend. So let's take you day by day through the next 7. All right, Christmas Day, a bright day, but a cold day. Now, Thursday's the day that I'm only putting down showers or flurries, but it could be just a little bit more than that if you're north and west of Boston. Friday, we get some partial clearing. Saturday's a little milder. Sunday looks like the mildest day of all, and that's pretty significant because the Patriots are playing the last regularly scheduled game of the season. Looks to be about 45, even at game time, which is slated for just around or just after sunset. And it won't be falling that dramatically, as we'll have a cold front that will not have reached us by that time. So here's a look at your next 7. The coldest day looks to be tomorrow, Christmas Day itself, until we get to early next week, around Monday, when another cold shot will be moving in at that time. So